I want to show you how to use a little propane torch, a little benzomatic propane torch. I've got a pipe in this vise here that absolutely, by putting pressure on it, we could do a lot of things, but with this big pipe wrench, literally it won't move. And I like to show you how much easier you can make it if you will learn how to use one of these benzene torches. I call it benzene. It's a propane torch. You've probably seen them before. They come in a little canister, look like this, have a little spout out of them. Let's talk about some safety things. This thing is going to get real hot. The tip of it's going to get hot. It can burn you. You don't want to use it in any closed area where there might be any gases. You want to be well ventilated. You want to follow all safety instructions and read all safety instructions before you ever attempt to use one of these things. Okay, it's very important. To charge this unit up, you have to screw the tip onto the bottle. The bottle usually comes by itself. Screw the tip on, which I've already done, and that charges it. So the pressure from the can, now it's ready. You have this little valve here. I'm going to turn it on and you're going to hear it. Alright, now the gas is on. I take my little flint lighter, and we don't have quite enough gas on it. There we go. Alright, now I got a flame, and you can adjust your flame a little bit, not much. And so I cut it down. Now I'm going to heat this pipe up where we couldn't get it off before, and you put your safety goggles on. There's really not, your biggest concern is don't touch that pipe after you heat it up, because it will burn you. I'm going to go all around it, which this is going to cause the metal in this pipe to be able to, we're going to be able to turn this thing completely off. And it should be pretty easy. Once we get her good and hot. And that's all I'm doing is just holding the heat to it right there where the joint comes together. And again, you don't want to put this up next to a wall, any flammable surface, anything that can. I'm in a shop environment. Let's see, now I cut my flame off. I'm going to put this in a safe place where it cannot touch anything. And I'm going to immediately put my pipe wrench back on this pipe. Not going to touch it with my hands. And it turned. And I didn't have to put a lot of effort into turning it. So this pipe is one I just took off of a hot water heater that had been in the house more than 20 years. So it was pretty much fixed in that position. But do not touch the pipe. It's not hot over here, so I can turn it over here. I broke it loose, and the heat is traveling to this end. I can feel it. But that's how to use a little propane torch. They're very handy. They're very economical. You can get them And you don't want to touch this pipe here after you used it. It's hot. You let it cool off before you put it back inside the box. You hear it? You hear the pressure? So it's sealed itself back up. There's a safety top that goes usually back on the here, a little lid. Just put it on top of there before you store it back in its box. Put it in a safe place out of the reach of children. That's propane torch. I think they're very handy and useful around the shop, around home, and pretty inexpensive compared to buying a full acetylene torch. They won't do what a full torch will do, but they're pretty handy.